We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with the certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The Declaration of Independence is a living document that was written to sever the ties of the 13 American colonies from the tyrant King George III, the ruler of Great Britain, thus ensuring the colonists' independence. The paradox is, many of those who made up the 13 colonies continued on with the institution of chattel slavery. For example, Jefferson was a slave master who owned and had children with his slave and sister-in-law, Sally Hemings. In the first draft, Thomas Jefferson, the main author of the document, denounced slavery, yet he owned slaves. He blamed King George III, amongst other things, for perpetuating the slave trade. Yet, in the final version, the 168-word passage was removed by a four-panel subcommittee, probably due to the political and economic climate. Furthermore, the document characterizes indigenous people as merciless Indian savages whose known rule of warfare is an undistinguished destruction of all ages, sexes, and conditions. The indigenous people were not seen as equals nor given rights, their land stolen, tribes destructed, and people murdered. This document barred the independence of the enslaved, as slavery was the economic driving force in the building of this country. It was also a stress point that led to the beginning of the Civil War. It wasn't until 1863, 87 years after the Declaration of Independence was written, were enslaved individuals freed. It took another 2 years before all of the enslaved individuals actually learned of their freedom. The Juneteenth holiday now commemorates this event. The document was not written for all. All men weren't viewed equally, as some were noted as savages, while others were property and women were not mentioned at all. Read it, absorb it, and understand its impact. We must question the filtered history that is taught in schools.